Hey church, Pastor Josh here. 2 weeks ago we promised you that we would have a COVID update of some kind coming out from the pastor team, and that is what we're doing today. So in the past 2 weeks, through praying and discussing and meeting and talking, we as a pastor team have decided to move our services back outside under the shade of the pecan trees on the flatbed trailer like we did last summer. So everything that you need to know, all the info, all the particulars, how that's going to affect all the ministries is in this email and will also be on our homepage. There's a COVID-19 button there. So everything you need to know will be there. Just a few things to mention here. The time will change back to 9:30 a.m., just like we did last summer. It'll make it a little bit cooler. Also, bring chairs or bring a blanket. We have very limited chairs. We're going to reserve those mostly for visitors, so bring your lawn chairs. Also, we just had a tree company come out and prune all the pecan trees so that we don't have any heavy limbs falling on top of us. So that's the decision. That's where we're going. Outside, 9:30 a.m. Let's rally together to see God transform people with the gospel.
Hey church family, this is Pastor Lee. Josh has given us a summary of all the changes we're planning to make beginning this Sunday. And I want to talk to you about some of the thinking and the heart behind why we've made this decision. First of all, the rate of COVID in our area is at the highest level it's been since the beginning of the pandemic. And our hospitals are full and overflowing with COVID patients. Many people who need elective surgeries can't even have those performed now. So based on this information, we felt compelled to take some kind of action. That was the easy decision. The hard decision has been specifically what action to take. So we have looked at many different possibilities, and we've looked at it from every angle that we can possibly think of. We know that going back outside is not going to be comfortable for some, and for some it's going to allow them to come and fellowship with us. We experienced this last year, so this is not new. But we feel like that all things considered, going back outside is the best decision for us at the time. And I want to share with you some of the heart behind that is that it goes back to our core values, missional intentionality. We want as many people as possible to be able to gather with us and feel safe in doing so, so that we can worship together, hear the word preached, and we believe that going back outside in this season is the best solution. We also have another core value called sacrificial love. And we feel like even with all the work, even with some discomfort that we may experience, that it was most loving to take this action to go back outside. Also, I want to take this opportunity to just thank so many of our staff and volunteers who are putting in overtime and so much extra work to make this possible on a short notice. I also want to thank and just acknowledge that so many who are dealing with COVID, people with who have it themselves or family members, people who are nurses or doctors or in the medical field that are serving those with COVID. We know that these are some very, very tough times. And as part of that, I would like to share a verse out of Galatians. Chapter 6, verse 9 says, "And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up." Verse 10 goes on to say, "So then, as we have opportunity, let us do good to everyone, and especially to those who are of the household of faith." So we know that there's a lot of work to be done, and we are hoping and praying that this season is going to be short. But we are willing to do what we need to do to help love on our brothers and sisters in Christ and meet the needs of the community around us and share the gospel.